Before the Clown Prince of Crime can ruin the Dark Knight's happiest day, he will first need to confront a ghost from his past. All this and more in the pages of Batman Prelude to the Wedding issue number 5, Harley Quinn vs. Joker issue number 1. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we see Joker experimenting with brand new death traps that he hopes to deliver upon Catwoman and Batman. Needless to say, his teeth-themed trap doesn't do it for him. Joker takes a step out into traffic, however, and ends up coming face to face with Harley Quinn, his former gun moll and frequent abuse victim, only now the tables have certainly turned, and in more ways than one. Up until now, all these Prelude books have dealt with a member of the Bat family repelling an attack that was incited by the Joker. Here, though, it's Harley as our de facto hero on the offensive. She puts Joker in another death trap, this time around being a vat that will slowly fill with pudding to drown him. Tapioca pudding, to be exact, his least favorite. Before Puddin can get drowned in pudding, he's sure to let Harley know that he never really thought she had the stones to kill him, and that if she did, she would have done it a long time ago. Because deep down on some level, she truly does still love him and wants to be taken back. That leads to the much bigger question, why is Harley Quinn getting involved right now? Why does she care if the Joker crashes Batman's wedding? Well, and this is where things actually get a little interesting. Harley says that after destroying her life and robbing her of so much happiness, she's not going to let the Joker do it to someone else, especially on what is supposed to be the most special day between two people, a wedding. Harley also wants to showcase once and for all how great and creative her death traps are over the Joker, something that they would often fight about when they were still a couple. For her ultimate final death trap to finally do the Joker and once and for all as a community service, Harley has dreamt up some kind of It's a Small World After All Disney princess affair, complete with her very own Brothers Grimm woodsman ready to chop Joker's head off. Here's the rub though, Harley may very well have been able to turn her life around and break herself free from the Joker's sway. Other former henchmen, not nearly as lucky, like this guy hired to hold the axe. He lets the Joker go, which in turn leads to a big fight, which the Joker is able to get an upper hand on almost instantly. He has a chance to deliver the killing blow to Harley, but he chooses not to, believing that letting her live is actually the worst punishment because she still struggles every day with feelings of wanting to go back to the Joker, and that would all just stop if she was dead. Joker also maintains that fate, or editorial, whichever comes first, will ultimately put the two back together. And from there, the end of this comic links up with the beginning of Batman number 48. Joker finds his way to the church, finds a gun by sheer plot convenience, why the comic even makes fun of that, and he gets ready to begin his senseless killing spree in an attempt to summon Batman. You will of course remember if you read Batman number 48, Joker is dressed differently with a different pants and tie. Oops. So that was Harley vs. the Joker issue number 1, everybody, the finale of these wedding tie-ins, and much like the previous two that I've reviewed before this, it started with some interesting ideas but went off the rails rather quickly. In a lot of ways, this story was kneecapped by already knowing what happened in the events of Batman 49 and 48. Harley was more or less doomed to lose because Joker had to win and go do all the other stuff in the main Batman book. I'm also heavily disappointed that at the end of this miniseries, we never figured out the also important answer to the question, how does the Joker even know Batman is getting married? Nor do I think they're ever gonna tell us now. Tim Seeley chooses to focus on some interesting wrinkles in the Harley Quinn-Joker relationship, about who built the better traps, etc., but you can only do so much in a one-shot. It really does feel like these last 3 issues kind of run out of steam. I don't blame Seeley, I'm sure his hands were tied by what King was doing in the main book. Overall, I'd give this one a 6 out of 10. It's just slightly better than average. Hey there everyone, it's Cape Joel again, and I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have on display from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And if you really like what I did, are feeling in a supportive mood, why not check out my Patreon, link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. So until next time everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thanks again for watching, and I will be back again with more great comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye.